Okay, my record button apparently didn't work, but we'll just start off right here. We're in round 1. This is a ranked match of Dune Imperium Digital Rise of Ix Immortality. I went with Armand because of the Imperium row. There was a shifting allegiances here, but Helena just reserved it with her ring. But the Bene Gesserit Initiate, the voice being there as well, meant that I wasn't too worried if she did happen to get her ring before me, which she did. Yeah, so you haven't really missed anything here. We're just coming in media res, as they say in the movie business. Helena sent her signet ring to smuggling. She set aside shifting allegiances. Elisa E. Kaz went to Imperial Basin with her experimentation. Paul goes to Fold Space with his Seek Allies. And my plan is Wealth, Mentat. And do I want the Sister or do I want the Initiate? They're both really nice cards. I think I'll go with the Sister. But yeah, we'll do this first. The Techs, Flagship, Troop Transports, and Shuttle Fleet. So yeah, in the draft, I was first pick. I took Armand, and then it was Paul, Elisa, and Helena was the first pick. And it was an interesting draft because the big time, like high pick rate leaders weren't there. There was no Baron, no Tessia, no Ilbon, no Hundro, no Leto. All of those were not available. The other leaders that were there that weren't picked were Ariana and I don't remember now. Anyway, I can't remember at the moment. See if it comes to me. So yeah, my plan is Mentat with the ring, with the dagger, and then signet ring somewhere. Now the issue with that is that if my ring is the last move, then actually, you know, things could change before I get to actually take something. So that is something I need to think about. Do I ring first? It may not be bad, because if I happen to draw experimentation or diplomacy, then I would rather play those than the dagger. So yeah, I think it's actually ring to Mentat to make sure I can get the Sister, which I think is what I want. Though, honestly, the Initiate is quite tempting. Voice is also a great card. And then, you know, we'll see what I draw. If I happen to draw the other dagger, then that would be bad, because I would have nowhere to send it now that tech negotiation is done. So there's a 1 in 5 chance of kind of blowing it. Romber, I think, was the other leader that was available. In case you were just dying to know. Wow, really low investment here. Is this real? Because if that's true, I could get this victory point. Now, you know what? Thinking about it more, actually, experimentation would be a bad draw for me as well, because I have nowhere to send that now. Both basins are gone, smuggling is gone. So, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I think I have to, if I'm going to do the Mentat play, it has to be dagger. Because if I play the ring, if I draw dagger, it's dead. If I draw either experimentation, it's dead. Because the dagger I have can't go anywhere, the experimentations can't go anywhere. Only the diplomacy or the reconnaissance would work. So dagger to Mentat means 3 out of 5 chance of not even playing the next agent, which I cannot accept. So yeah, it's gonna be dagger to Mentat. All right, it was the diplomacy, which in retrospect means I really wish I had played the ring, but you know, that's just the way it goes. The advantage though of this The upside is if I go to, you know, Carthag, or let's say I go to Arakeen and draw a card, I might be at 6 persuasion, which could mean a nuke. She can't even afford the shifting allegiances. Oh dear, Helena. So she denies it. She denies me and anyone else the shifting allegiances, but she can't even get it for herself. She gets nothing for herself. Could have gotten a voice, at least, for herself. Very interesting. Elisa has 5. She might just blow it up. So I might end up with nothing with the ring, which is the risk. Which is, you know, that was a really interesting decision there, I think. Let me know what you would have done. But given... Oh, Paul did put in 2 troops, but still... I mean, he may have 2 daggers in hand. Ooh, gene manipulation is kind of tempting as well for extra trashing. So Lisa takes the Initiate and the Voice, couple of Bene Gesserit cards. Paul has 5. I expect to see an explosion here. Interesting that the Contaminator is still there. Elisa didn't take it with her 1 specimen. Oh boy. Okay, well, I've got a couple of good options here. I think... Wait, Paul revealed for 5? Okay, he's taking In the Shadows and... Dissecting Kit. Oh, Paul. Paul. Good lord. What? He doesn't take the Dissecting Kit. He takes a Liaison instead. That is wild. Okay, well, I will gladly grab that with my ring. Do I Arakeen looking for 6 persuasion or just go with Carthag? Here's my hand coming up, which isn't great, but I'm gonna go with the intrigue card here. Oh, interesting. Okay, definitely take the Dissecting Kit. Good lord. And we'll throw in 3 troops here. See if we can win this conflict. I mean, we know we win it. Paul already revealed has no intrigues, so that's great news. I'm not going to use the Gruesome Sacrifice. I'll take the victory point here. Shai Hulud for 7. Okay, let's blow it up. Ooh, wow. Some nice options here. Embedded Agent, Ixian Engineer, Replacement Eyes. It's got to be Replacement Eyes. The trashing is going to be a little bit off the charts here this game. Starting right now, we will get rid of this dagger. All right. All right. This is a nice start. Nice start, getting a victory point. Unfortunately, I didn't have the specimen here. That would have been actually a reason to go to Arakeen. Would be to see if I could find the experimentation to also get Contaminator. But, you know, yeah, maybe I should have done that. Anyway, getting an entry card is not a bad thing at all. Do I want to consider still suits great flat? Or do I just... Well, we'll see if a smuggling is even there. Okay, it's not. I don't have anything good to trash when I actually draw those cards. I mean, I can Wealth Mentat again if I want to get real crazy. But I mean, I'm going to be running out of, I'm honestly quickly running out of cards to trash. I don't think the Wealth Mentat makes that much sense. I mean, Wealth wouldn't be bad for a potential Mentat next round. Helena has 2 water, so she might be going for Great Flat as well. But you know what? I'm going to go to Still Suits here. I'm going to throw in a troop. We'll see where it goes. I don't know what Helena's planning. She's very possibly going for Great Flat. And if so, that's fine. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind having the opportunity for that, whether it's Conspire, whether it's Selective Breedings, potentially. But it is a bit of a weird situation here where I'm needing to trash things and don't have things to trash. I do need to be researching as well so that this thing can start revealing for Scarabs. Wow, Helena with a preemptive. Okay, so she must have a ring in hand. No? It's a strange time to use atomics, I feel, if you don't have your ring. We'll see if my one troop gets shut out here. Okay, looks like no, because Paul's going to Wealth. So I'll get at least a water, which is great. So the question then is, do I actually go to Haga Basin for 1 water? And no, yeah, because Paul will be going first with no water. So if I have 2 water at the start of next round, I can ring to get 5 spice here. Maybe I can go for a shuttle fleet. Let's do this. Does she have any daggers? Not in hand. I don't know if she has any cards with swords. No intrigue, so I might end up with the Solari here as well, which would be really nice. I could certainly use it. Six persuasion for Helena. She grabs Worm Riders. Long Reach is here now. Elisa would love that. She's got a bunch of Bene Gesserit cards already. So she has a chance to make that work, but she only has 3 persuasion, so that's not going to happen. Lisa, the only one with atomics left in the game right now. And yeah, no swords on reveal. So that's great. To get this Solari and to get this water back. I am thinking it's going to be Shuttle Fleet next round. I think it's going to be Ring to Great Flat. That's going to be 5 spice. I'll be at 7 spice. And then hopefully I can get to tech negotiation with Dissecting Kit and or Replacement Eyes. Yeah, it's a little awkward those guys kind of being together because I don't want to graph them with each other. Well, I mean, I guess I can graph them with each other, just not activate this Dissecting Kit. Use the Replacement Eyes to trash something in my discard pile. And I probably need to pick up some liaisons because I'm guessing I'm going to be replacing or trashing these convincing arguments. I'm not getting the Armand trash this round, which is fine. I've got, you know, lots of trashing coming up as it is. Helena going to win Machinations, so that's going to get her, I'm assuming, a guild influence. And I don't know where she'll go with the other one. Hey, Sylvain, you want to say hello to everybody? Hey, salut tout le monde, ça va bien? Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good, Sylvain. It's nice for you to pop in once in a while and say hello. Yeah, 2 swords on Paul, but no troops. He grabs Spice Hunter. And Unnatural Reflexes. Face Dancer Initiate. Well, I think I'm going to be going for the Contaminator here. Okay, that's a really nice pickup for me there. Single troop for a water and 2 Solari. I feel great about that. I feel pretty good about the plan for this coming round. Do I grab a space travel with the ring? I think maybe I do. I mean, I'm going to need guild influence. I think Toy Gun 777 here may have disconnected based on the way the timer worked out last round and what's happening already here, which is unfortunate. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Paul setting up for Swordmaster this round. Elisa might go for the shuttle fleet here. She has a negotiator and 4 spice. So it may not work out for me, but I think it's still worth grabbing all of this spice for me. Who knows? Maybe I get flagship or something. I guess actually I'll do this right now. I would have much preferred that. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad one because I can graph these together even if I'm not going to trash the experimentation. I can graph them together so that I can research. So these two can go kind of anywhere on the board other than faction spots, which is cool. I mean, if I'm just going to a yellow space, then I won't graft it, obviously. But if I can get to, you know, either of these two spots to get the shuttle fleet, then that would be cool. But I have a feeling Elisa might be going for it here. Yeah. All right, we'll see what pops up in its place. Spaceport. I mean, if I go spaceport, there's a decent chance I could get for humanity. But I'd have to go to Dreadnought, obviously, to do it now. So, not really. I'd be losing 2 persuasion down to 4, drawing 2 cards. Who knows? Yeah, it's unlikely that would work out. Okay, so that's too bad, but it was, you know, definitely foreseeable. So given that, what do I want to do? I definitely want to get the experimentation played. I mean, I could play them both to Mentat if I wanted to. But I kind of feel like I may want a Swordmaster someday, so I'm not sure I want to be burning my Solari on that. I think it might just be Imperial Basin with the experimentation here. It's a little unfortunate. Tell me if there's something else you would have done. You know, would you have played the dissecting kit with a convincing argument just to trash it? But I need to get the research happening, right? So I feel like I had to play the experimentation one way or the other. I could have grafted it with dissecting kit to get to Arakeen or Carthag, gotten a troop in. Would that have been worth doing? Maybe. But or even just gone to Carthag, gotten an intrigue card, and kept the troop there, so I have a way to use this later. Maybe that would have been smarter. Probably. Given 5 persuasion doesn't actually mean anything compared to 4 right now. Probably take the Freeman camp here. Yeah, and they're not even getting troops in, so that was definitely the play. I do get to trash a card in play, so I'm going to lose a convincing argument. Yeah, I don't think the Smuggler is great for me. I don't think the Face Dancer Initiate is great for me. I think the Freeman Camp is worth taking. There's a Cheney. We'll lose a convincing argument here. Okay, Helena going for the Beguiling Pheromones. We'll see how that works out. Scientific Breakthrough would be wonderful. Not that I'm really close to being able to get it. Subject X137. Theoretically, I shouldn't need that. I mean, it's taking me a little bit longer than I would like to get to this threshold. Maybe I need to look into like a Hayliner to get water so that I can hit a research station to get across that line, because I definitely, the next time I get Dissecting Kit, I want to be revealing it for a Scarab. And theoretically, between the Contaminator and that, and then this guy when the time comes, you know, I don't think I will need this, hopefully. This would be much more what I'd be hoping to get if I can. And yeah, a troop in here would have been one intrigue card better than what I did here. Okay. There's the Contaminator. That definitely needs to be played. So I think that's move one, because that must happen. And then maybe it's Hayliner this round. Even though it's more trashing. But... And then that means not playing the Experimentation, which, we'll see what happens. I've got too many cards I actually want to play, and Mentat doesn't really help. I mean, there's also Conspire Swordmaster is possible, and then not playing the Contaminator. I mean, actually, that's probably better. Because I think I need to get Swordmaster here. So... yeah, let's do this. There's another Scarab if I need it. But maybe this can help me get this round, which would be great. And this is another Scarab here, right? I've got Scarabs everywhere. So this is not something I'm going to want, I don't think. So it's Swordmaster and then one of these three. I mean, these are all good cards to play. Can't play them all, obviously. None of them have Graft. Memo Quarters. Memo Quarters. Well, Paul's probably going to take that here. I don't think I would... Would I give up Swordmaster to get Memo Quarters? I don't think so, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to get it next round because of Elisa. I'd be giving up Swordmaster for a couple of rounds to get it. I mean... I don't know. It's interesting. Like I'm pretty weak as far as influence goes right now. So the influence from it would be helpful. Would I ever get that point? Maybe. All right, so unfortunately, yeah, Contaminator is not going to happen. I mean, I pretty much knew that I had to play that as my first agent if I wanted to do it. But I decided that I wanted to get Swordmaster, so that's what I have done. And so the question is, do I play space travel or experimentation? I mean, I've been talking about needing to get across this line, so I feel like it kind of has to be experimentation, even though I feel really bad not playing space travel. For an influence and a fold space into the deck also would not be a bad thing at all. It's a tough call. We'll see if it's there. Maybe somebody else goes there instead. Or maybe somebody goes to Imperial Basin and I can't play experimentation. But the other good thing about experimentation is it would let me deploy. I could put in the 2 troops and just get this done. And that means that I could get this without having to burn this. So I think that is the move if I can do it. Hall goes Haga Basin. Although, no, wait, that doesn't work because this only happens in combat. So that happens after I reveal. So I actually do have to burn this if I want to pick this up. But I still think this is the move. Get another intrigue card at the same time. We'll see what that does. A private army. I mean, I could think about maybe trying to win the conflict with that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, feels bad not to play this. Feels bad not to play this, although not too bad. This is 3 persuasion, which is fine. I don't know if there's anything I'm going to be picking up here. You know, do I need another liaison right now? I don't think so. So private army would get me to 9 strength. The trash, unfortunately, doesn't have a good target, but the victory point is, of course, you know, always welcome. Lisa fold space to fold space. Okay, so she is not backing up her deployment here. Which means the private army has a pretty high chance of working. Anyway, I don't have to decide yet. I can see what she reveals for and then think about it. What would you do here? Would you take this with the private army for a victory point? Or would you hang on to it and use the gruesome sacrifice? I think it's the gruesome sacrifice because that makes it... It's giving me a pretty good shot of winning the race to here, which would be good. But, I mean, a big 3-point, you know, and it's probably... We'll see when Elisa reveals. Yeah, there's the memo quarters for Paul. Minimic film. I mean, it's hard to turn away a guaranteed point when it's just sitting there. But, yeah, I'm going to do this. Because this I want. And, yeah, unfortunately, I can't trash... I mean, I could trash something, but I don't want to trash any of those. So that's just going to be a pass. Which, you know, if this were something else, if this were a water, I'd be more tempted to do it. One sword on Elisa. Yeah, so this wins me the conflict. And who knows if I'll ever have another chance to do anything powerful with this private army. You never know. Very tricky here. Also doing this gives Paul a water he wouldn't otherwise get. So I'm kind of gifting my opponents. Oh man, it's tough. I think I've got to take the point. Oh wait, it's not guaranteed. She does have an intrigue card. I thought she didn't. Let's see what she's got. Okay. Tell me what you think of that, but point sitting there, +1 for me, -1 for her. The fact that it also denies Paula water. Oh! I do have things I can trash. What am I talking about? Okay. Okay. Now, the dissecting kit, not quite there. Not quite there, and I can't get there. I mean, I guess if I go still suits Siege Tabber Research Station, then maybe. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I mean, the drawing of the cards with the final agent is not amazing. But, you know, I don't know. Is it too much of a force? Should I just play the space travel here? I mean, I could play the dissecting kit with reconnaissance. Trash that. Get a specimen. Maybe that's okay. Rather than going so hard to force this. It might not even work. At least it has 3 water. I think I will go still suits first anyway. And probably I need to play that space travel. You know, I need influence with Guild. I need influence with Bene Gesserit. So I don't think I can skip this again. Like, yes, it would be great to get that Scarab here. But I think it's too much of a force that may not even work. I mean, is Elisa likely to research station with her final agent? I would say not super likely. But... and I could easily draw cards, like I could draw the Contaminator in the Breakthrough or something and just be like, well... you know, not happy with the cards that I drew, kind of wasting the cards that I draw. In terms of persuasion, it's only the Freeman camp that's 2. So I wouldn't be in a position to get anything good with the card draws from this. It's tough. You know, if I were here and it was, you know, guaranteed, if I pulled it off to get me to here, I'd consider it more strongly. But I think this has to happen. Okay, that's... hey! That's good. That's good. So maybe... okay. This might work out even better now. Because now I can play the experimentation. That gets me across the line and reveal this. Okay. Beauty. I mean, I didn't even think about that possibility. But I'm happy that it's there. Holtzman engine now here. Big expensive techs up in the tech offer. Elisa gets the Swordmaster. That's the last Swordmaster off the board. Everyone now swinging swords. Or employing someone who swings the swords for them. Is it another Haga Basin? I think it is. I don't think... I mean, Imperial Basin. Haga Basin would put me in Holtzman engine territory, which, you know, could be interesting. You know, some Spice Must Flows could go down real smooth here, and just drawing an extra card every round would be nice. I mean, how many rounds are there to go? Not too many. Probably. Just a little tech check here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just go Haga Basin. I mean, Imperial Basin. Hang on to the water. Yeah. Okay, good. Chair dog for fat turkey, or fit turkey, to be fair. Fat turkey. Fat turkey. I am coming to the conclusion that Armand is my favorite Rise of Ix leader. Every time I pick him, I'm happy about it. I really enjoy his whole thing. I like his vibe, for one thing, which matters to me. One of the reasons I like Memnon so much is I just like his vibe. And Armand is, you know, different than Memnon, but I could see him and Memnon, like, hanging out. You know what I mean? And I love both of these things individually, and I love the way they work together. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on all that. Should I take a liaison? Because right now, for 2 persuasion cards, I have space travel. I don't think it's time yet, to be honest. I don't think it's time. I may pick some up, maybe starting in the coming rounds for like sort of maybe setting up for some final round Spice Must Flow pickups, but I don't think right now is the time. It might be though, because my persuasion is very weak. I have a space travel, a liaison, and a Freeman Camp. I've gotten rid of my convincing arguments. Desert Power. Okay, look at all this. I'm third. I want to play the Contaminator. So having that water from not going to Haga Basin does give me the flexibility for Hardy Warriors or Still Suits. Hardy Warriors also would enable the Gruesome Sacrifice. I just need to play this guy, and that gets me the win here, which would be great. And that could get me to Holtzman Engine. Elisa grabs Flagship. Training Drones appears. Breakthrough. What would I do with Breakthrough? Would I take a Scarab or would I take an Influence? I've got 1 Scarab on Contaminator. I've got 1 Scarab on Gruesome Sacrifice. I've got a Scarab on Dissecting Kit, and I've got a Scarab on Replacement Eyes. So I think technically I don't need any more Scarabs. So the Influence, I think, is better. I'm wondering if Paul's going to Hayliner this or if he's going to save it for next round, because I'm thinking if he didn't have that spice, I would also be considering, can I win this conflict? Okay, he's immediately Haylinering, so that ends that discussion. But I was thinking maybe Hardy Warriors plus Freeman Camp, I can maybe win. So that's not happening. Do I Hardy Warriors just so that I have this? Do I burn the water on that? I don't think so. I think I'll still suits. Yes. Yes. Love winning that race. Helena Hardy Warriors is with treachery, making sure that alliance is very safe. And okay, goes in here with a few things. Could have put in one more, could have put in 2 more troops, right? Because these are the treachery troops. Wait, those are the treachery troops. So she could have put in all of those troops, yeah, if she had wanted to, but that I think is pretty reasonable considering, you know, Paul has a lot of strength in there, plus time and resources to get even stronger. Is Holtzman engine a good idea for me? Can I get 2 Spice Must Flows in the next few rounds? Or should I look at maybe a Hayliner for myself coming up? The issue is I have no troops. So Hayliner is not exactly a guaranteed win for me, especially look like Elisa has flagships. She has a troop transports. I kind of like the Holtzman engine. I think we're going to have a couple more rounds. I don't think this game is going to end on round 7. Tons of spice here. Not anymore. Yeah, I think it's Holtzman engine. And then I'll research to here and take a Bene Gesserit influence. There's also, I mean, I could take Emperor because I might want wealth to get High Council seat. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And those 2 troops there also could help with this. Although I guess there's 2 Solari right here. Potentially. So maybe I didn't need that. Like, I don't really want this card. At this point, I've kind of made myself go to wealth. I mean, this would mean I have extra for a Mentat or something. Do I grab a bunch of spice so that I could potentially conspire as well if for some reason I wanted to do that? Or, you know, whatever else spice might be used for. Or, yeah, I want to play the experimentation. I think. I guess I don't care that much, to be honest. I think I can trash an experimentation. Or maybe even trash the contaminator. Well, I can trash a reconnaissance. Okay. Was that a great idea? I don't know. It's nice to have some spice, though. I mean, I guess I could have gone here and I would have been at 2 spice, so I would have had enough for, you know, a selective breeding. And it would have still had 2 water to use for research station. That might have been better. Given I do need spice must flow, maybe that would have been better. But I do like the flexibility of the spice. Could be selective breeding once or twice. Could be conspire if necessary. It could be close to a Hayliner. It could be spaceport for drawing 2 cards as well. Do I take this? Maybe I do. I mean, I could take it for the Solari and then just immediately trash it. You know? I could do that. I think that actually would make some sense. Is that something I want? Or do I go for more liaisons at this point? Oh, from play. Yeah, I can't trash that. I can get rid of my ring. I don't want that in the deck, but the 2 Solari could be good. Saves me... No, I have to go to wealth anyway. No, I don't think I take it. Do I take this? I think I do take that. Okay, let's start with this. We'll get rid of the ring. I mean, there's an argument for just taking liaisons, too. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going 2 liaisons here. I took Holtzman Engine. I need more persuasion. We'll see how it works out. Am I ever going to get this? Probably not. That would have been nice for me. That would have been real nice. Okay, so I still have this thing to do. See if I can get that done this round. This coming round, round 7. All right, so Paul looking like the victor of this conflict by 1 sword. No, cannon turrets from Helena. That's a nice big swing for her, making Paul retreat his dreadnought, getting her own in there. Been some nice cards just sitting in the Imperium row. No high councils this game yet still. Okay, Helena comes out ahead. Paul's got a bunch of spice. It's a grand vision. There's my extra card from the Holtzman engine. So that needs to be revealed. This needs to be played. This thing can trash itself at this point. So that's 2 scarabs from those 2. I need to get wealth here with fold space. I think that's my priority. Get that alliance. I'll graph the replacement eyes with it, so that'll draw me 2 cards. We'll see what I get there. Is there any reason to conspire instead? Getting 4 troops in my garrison, getting more Solari. Getting another intrigue card. I don't know. I think I want to keep selective breeding open as an option. Or even spaceport. I don't think I want to burn the spice on that right now. All right. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to get a Spice Must Flow here. I mean, this would have been Mentat Solari as well. But, you know, playing a liaison to Mentat is not amazing. What are my priorities here? Probably playing the diplomacy. Playing the experimentation would be good because it would get me an intrigue card and it would mean I would get this point at the end of the round when I reveal. Playing the diplomacy. Okay, fold space is not an option anymore. That was one of the things I was considering with the diplomacy. But selective breeding would be an option. And I think I would just trash the diplomacy itself. Which is not great because that's the only other card I have that can get to Bene Gesserit. So I don't love that. And, you know, I have no shipping action going on at all, so there's no way I can get the Bene Gesserit influence there. I'm not going to be winning this conflict to get it there. I need to get the troops in for the... I guess this is not even that... I mean, with this, maybe I don't... This is tough. I could play these 2 cards to High Council. This is a tricky one, man. Deploy, deploy, deploy. No, 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 come on. I needed both in there, dude. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. I needed both in there for this. Okay, well, it's actually... Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but my move now is Scientific Breakthrough to High Council. Trash this for a victory point. That's going to also draw me another card. But that is horrific not to have the 2 troops in. The timer strikes again. The timer and the lag as well. I find there's a little bit of lag when I play online, where everything I do, there's like a second sometimes or 2 of like sluggishness before things actually happen. It's amazing when I play against AI, like when I play challenge modes or whatever, I'm just like, oh my God, this is like so smooth. It's unbelievable. And I know, turn up the animation speed, I know. I don't do it. I'm accepting the trade-off that happens to me sometimes in order for, I think, the overall experience to be better. And everyone has their preferences. I know some people prefer to watch the sped up animations. Okay, Paul has plans within plans, I guess. Or he's coming for my alliance. That's what it looks like he's doing. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. And if I had 2 troops in, the ambush could have potentially protected me there. Oh, God. Well, I still have to do what I have to do. Okay, maybe... Oh, you know what? That's good for me. I think. Because that might convince Paul he needs revenge on Helena to take that back. Now, Helena might then go to selective breeding and cement it. I guess I could also buy Liet Kynes instead of Spice Must Flow. Oh, that hurts so bad. No swords. Oh god, the ambush would get me to 6. I mean, it would have been 8. Which, who knows? He's probably gonna come for me here. Do I protect it? This thing I don't need anymore. I wonder if I take that infiltrator. Do I take the Liet Kynes? You know what? Fuck it. We're taking Liet Kynes. Do I take Cheney? I mean, it gets me another water. Let's get wild. Let's take Cheney. Do I take Infiltrator? Let's get wild and take Infiltrator. What would you have done there? Would you have taken the Spice Must Flow or would you have taken the Liet Kynes? Now, if he has a demand respect or something, I'll feel real bad. But I think it was the right play. Now, do I ambush here? I'm going to say no there. Because maybe... I mean, I can't get to Hayliner here, so that's not a thing. But I could maybe Freeman Camp. You know, this thing could get me the final Scarab. Yeah. I like kind of the fact that it sort of forced Paul to do that rather than him doing this, which I feel like he... Other than the revenge factor of taking this back from Helena, I was very worried he was going to come for me there. And I do think I seem pretty threatening. You know, not getting Spice Must Flow sucks. Because, you know, I need them for this, but... Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. number? Do you see the number? How many Spice Must Flows is that right now? 3? That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't think I finished my thought on that, but you know, the Liet Kynes was a boost to this alliance, and also, yes, it was sacrificing a Spice Must Flow last round for the potential of making up for it, and it looks like we're making up for it. Good God. Okay, so I want to play the diplomacy, I think, to fold space to get that point, because that leaves me at 27, which is still good enough for 3 Spice Must Flows. And maybe these will get me second here. Probably not. Holy hell. My goodness. I am just in a state of excitement, of ecstasy might be putting it a little strongly. In arousal might be putting it a bit strongly, but there are elements to all of these things. Wow. Okay, I can play an experimentation if I want to for some reason and still get all those Spice Must Flows. Experimentation just draws me a card. I guess I might as well do it. Nobody has discard stuff. There's no Test of Humanity. Reverend Mother was wiped off the board. So it's a single spice that who knows about tiebreakers. I mean, I think I'm going to be good. I'm going to end at 14 points. It's going to be 3 points from Spice Must Flows and then 1 from this. Holy frig, man. Okay, what's the thumbnail for this video going to be? Because the way it ended up is very different from the way it started. And do I want to give away this? I don't know. All right, well, we'll do this because why not? We might as well block that space in case it was important to anybody else's plans. Again, 1 spice could theoretically matter for a tiebreaker. So I've got 1 sword here. So I've got +8. So I'm at 12 strength. You know, it's not going to be good enough for second. That's disappointing for Paul, who had the resources to pay for all these points. Did I have Hayliner? When I went to Fold Space, was Hayliner just sitting there for me? Am I... It was, wasn't it? At least it just went there? Okay. So that was a mistake, I think. Headliner was not going to win me the conflict, but it might have gotten me second place. So, yeah. I guess I was just so blinded by other things. I didn't actually think about going to Headliner. Anyway, or I thought, I don't know. Maybe I wrote it off. I assumed someone would have gone there already. Regardless, I guess that could have been like 15 points, which would have been pretty awesome. Wow, I'm not gonna get upset when all this is happening. Good man. And we lose an experimentation for good measure. We don't retreat any troops. $14 points. It could have been 15. Well, yeah, I think it could have been 15 because if Elisa, well, okay, never mind. Okay, well, I can feel better about it in terms of the result. I still should have, I don't know, it was a blind spot for me this round, but it turns out I wouldn't have gotten first or second, I don't think. Because basically, this would be at 12 points plus 10. I would have been at 22. So actually, yeah, it would have been second place. So that could have been a 15-point finish, which it's dumb to get hung up on it, but I just am a bit hung up on it because I don't know why. I just there was just something in front of my head. There was some kind of psychological attack on my mind. I got hypnotized. But what a game that was. 14 victory points. And a really fun game on our... I mean, that was a ridiculous final round with Ix Hines. When I saw those cards coming in off the research station, and I saw that persuasion number just going... Broop, 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 I was extremely excited. And I think that excitement is part of why that happened. But again, let's not focus too much on that. We understand that, I missed out on a point, but... Or it seems like I did. Wow. Wow. That was a fun game. And that's Armand for you. I mean, getting those early cards, the dissecting kit and the replacement eyes, that was nice, although they didn't really start doing much until later. I think I didn't really get much out of this dissecting kit. I think I got one scarab out of it, which is, fine. It's good. It's good to get a scarab out of it. But it's not like I got 2 or 3, I don't think. The scientific breakthrough was nice for the victory point. I got 1 scarab out of this one time. I used this once, I think. Maybe a couple times. And, here's my trash pile. Look at this. This is my trash pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards in the trash. I don't know what my record is, but this has got to be one of the top trashing games. And everything else just kind of did its part. The Freeman camp I never actually used as an agent, but It was decent persuasion, especially with Liet Kynes. This thing did its job. Just the one turn I had it helped me draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, the space travel, you know, it did its job as well. The Holtzman engine did its job. It was just every little thing just contributed its little bit. And then, you know, Liet Kynes contributed enormously. That pickup turned out as well as could have ever been hoped for. How about that grammar? The Contaminator, I mean, grafting it with this thing at the last second, that worked out great. Cheney, the Cheney pickup ended up working out really well. That one water that I got from picking up Cheney allowed me to get to the research station with these two. Then she's a 2 persuasion card that's Freeman. She came back around and contributed to Liet Kynes. Like, it all just came together there. That's a lot of good luck. You know, a lot of good luck there. So as much as we can lament when we have bad luck, we also have to acknowledge the good luck when it happens. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that game. I certainly did. That was one of the most enjoyable ones I've had in a while. Of course, we also have to acknowledge the lack of those other monstrous leaders was also, I think, part of why this game worked out as well as it did. No Baron, no Tessia, no Lido, no Hundro. And it was fun to play against these other leaders. I'm still quite baffled by Paul's decision not to take the dissecting kit. But, you know, fair enough. Maybe he didn't feel like it. Maybe he's newer to the game, doesn't understand how good it is yet. Or he knows how good it is and just didn't want it, which I can respect. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope you have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, click that subscribe button, click the notify bell so you know whenever streams and videos go live. Get into the Discord if you're not there yet. It's a great place to chat with other fans of the channel, fans of Dune, fans of board games, and of course, myself included there. Find out news about the channel, news about Dune Imperium. And that's also where passwords get posted for games that you can play in here with me. If you enjoy this and you'd like to be a part of supporting it, then you can click the join button to become a member of the channel, and that will also get you good extra stuff. You'll get an extra video every week, the Members Monday video, which I make just for the members of the channel. And recently I've been doing more live streams, so streaming when I make that video. So if you're around, you can join me while I'm there, and you can maybe even participate in a game with me at those times. You'll also unlock stream VODs. You can watch streams. If you miss them, you can watch them after the fact whenever you like. And as I said, it does help support what I'm doing here. So if you want to be a part of it, I encourage you to do that. Of course, also follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. You can find me there. And you can sub on Twitch as another way to support the channel, and that will also unlock stream VODs for you on Twitch. Thank you so much. I'll see you again real soon. Take care.